Compute the perimeter of the given triangle. Remember that perimeter is distance around, and we find the perimeter of a figure by adding up the sides. For this triangle, the perimeter is 4 plus 6 plus 4, which is equal to 14 meters. Compute the perimeter of the given trapezoid. Remember that perimeter means distance around. We find perimeter by adding up the sides. For this trapezoid, perimeter is equal to 12 plus 5 plus 15 plus 8, which is equal to 40 centimeters. Compute the perimeter of the given square. Remember that a square has sides of equal length, so that for this square, each side has the same length of 7 feet. Perimeter means distance around. We can find the perimeter by two different methods. For the first method, we can simply add all of the sides, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, which equals 28 feet. For the second method, since we're adding 4 of the same number, we can calculate 4 times 7 to also obtain a perimeter of 28 feet. Compute the perimeter of the given rectangle. We now have two methods to do this problem. We can use the first method, which simply says that we add up all of the sides. So by method 1, we would have 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5, which is 26 inches. By method 2, since in a rectangle the top equals the bottom in length and the left equals the right in length, we can also use the formula twice the length plus twice the width to calculate perimeter. For this perimeter, the length is 8 and the width is 5. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 times 5 is 10. We obtain the same answer, 26 inches. Compute the perimeter of the given rectangle. We now have two methods to compute perimeter. By method 1, we would simply add up all 4 sides. Since the bottom has length 5 centimeters, the top is also 5 centimeters. And since the right is 9 centimeters, the left is also 9 centimeters. Adding up all 4 sides would give us a perimeter of 28 centimeters. By method 2, we can use our new formula for perimeter, which says that the perimeter is twice the length plus twice the width. The length for this rectangle is 9 centimeters. The width is 5 centimeters. 2 times 9 is 18, and 2 times 5 is 10. So by this method as well, we get a perimeter of 28 centimeters. Find the length of the missing side of the triangle whose perimeter is 40 feet. We know that 40 feet is the length of all three sides added together. Also, 9 plus 16 equals 25. Two sides together add up to 25 feet. If we subtract off the length of these two sides from the total perimeter, we'll have the length of the third side. 40 minus 25 is 15. So the length of the missing side is 15 feet. Compute the area of the given rectangle. We know that area is a measure of the surface inside a figure. For a rectangle, area is equal to length times width. For this rectangle, area equals 7 times 5, or 35 square inches. Compute the area of the given square. Remember, area is space within a figure. And for squares and rectangles, the formula for area is area equals length times width. For a square, the length and width are both the same. So to calculate the area for this square, we multiply 7 times 7. The area of this square is 49 square feet. Compute the area of the given triangle. Remember, area is space within a figure, and for triangles, the formula to calculate area is area equals base times height divided by 2. For this triangle, the base is 15 and the height is 12. So we need to calculate 15 times 12 divided by 2. We'll come to the side to do the multiplication. 15 times 12. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Add a 0 as a placeholder. Then 5 times 1 is 5, and 1 times 1 is 1. Adding the columns gives us an answer of 180. So area equals 180 divided by 2. 180 divided by 2 is 90. So the area of this triangle is 90 square inches. You can also write that 90 inches squared. Compute the area of the given triangle. Remember, area is space within a figure, and for triangles, the formula to calculate area is area equals base times height divided by 2. Sometimes the formula is written base times height divided by 2 using abbreviations. For this triangle, the base is 25, The height runs perpendicular to the base, so the height is 12. So we need to calculate 25 times 12 divided by 2. 25 times 12 equals 300. 300 divided by 2 is 150. So the area of this triangle is 150 square meters. We can also write that as 150 meters squared. Determine the volume of the given rectangular solid. Volume is the space within a figure. It is measured in cubic units. How many cubes would it take to fill up this figure? For rectangular solids, volume is equal to length times width times height. For this rectangular solid, volume is equal to 15 times 5 times 8. 15 times 5 is 75. 75 times 8 is 600. So the volume of this rectangular solid is 600 units cubed. Determine the volume of the given cube. Volume is the space within a figure, and for all rectangular solids, volume can be calculated using the formula volume equals length times width times height. For a cube, the length, the width, and the height are all the same. For this cube, the length, the width, and the height are all 13 units. To calculate volume, we calculate 13 times 13 times 13. We'll come to the side to do that multiplication. 13 times 13. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. Add a 0 as a placeholder. Then 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. Adding the columns gives us 169. So volume equals 169 times 13. We'll again come to the side to do that multiplication. 169 multiplied by 13. 9 times 3 is 27, carry the 2. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 more is 20, carry the 2. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 more is 5. Add a 0 as a placeholder. 9 times 1 is 9. 6 times 1 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. Add the columns. The volume of this cube is 2,197 cubic units.